What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Up the... Wait, hang on a minute. Up the Humbug? No. Up the Hamburger? Hamburg? Who is this? It's a new club, which must mean this is a new series. You're bang on, this is a new series. Welcome to a brand new series on the channel. Don't worry, House to Town is still here. We're not leaving that behind. That is very much still our main channel save. There will still be daily episodes. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. This is a brand new series called the 3-Year Challenge. Now, those of you who have been following me for a little while may be familiar with the 3-Year Challenge. It used to be the 5-Year Challenge, but I wanted to make it more accessible for everyone else who plays Football Manager and maybe doesn't have the time to dedicate 5 seasons of gameplay to one team, which of course is totally understandable. The 3-Year Challenge essentially is a fun little point scoring challenge which you can do on your own, and you can kind of compare your results against mine, and we see who is the best manager out of all of us. So it would be great to see a couple of you in the comments keeping us updated in the comments and via the Discord. How are you doing with the save, and can you beat my score? Now, before we do anything, we have to get familiar with the rules, and I've tried to make them as simple as possible. I've actually changed them for those of you who did watch the series on Twitch. I've changed them a little bit. 3 seasons with one club. Now, the club we are going for in Series 1 of the 3-Year Challenge is Hamburg, who are currently in the 2nd division in Germany. So it should be a very interesting save. As far as setup goes, you can set up the database however you like. Make leagues view only, playable, whatever. The only one you really should need in this save are the German leagues, the top 3 leagues potentially. Anything other than that, you can make it view only. It's completely up to you how you want to set it up. Now, one of the rules is you must have the first transfer window disabled. That is non-negotiable. There are no transfers, no permanent deals, no loan signings, no free agents. No one is allowed to come into your club until January in your first season. This is because we want to see who is the best manager, who can make do with the squad that you've got, the squad you inherit. Let's make it as realistic as possible. So, no first transfer window. Of course, no editor. Feel free to change the fixtures. Feel free to add key staff. Feel free to add players to playable teams. You shouldn't need it at this level. And attribute masking, up to you. You can do what you want with that. Play with it on or off. I don't mind, and I don't think it affects this challenge in any way. Now, once you've set your save up, the points will be as follows. Every season, you will add up your league points. So, if you finish 4th and you get 65 points, that's your score. Now, on top of that, you can earn bonus points. You can get 5 points for winning the league that you're in, or winning the Champions League. If you do both, of course, 10 points. You get 4 points for winning the Europa League, 3 points for winning the Europa Conference League, 2 points for winning any other cup, League Cup, Community Shield, or the equivalent, any other cup, doesn't matter what. You get 1 point for qualifying for Europe of any kind. You get 3 points if you win Manager of the Year. You get 1 point if you win Manager of the Month. -5 if you are relegated. +5 if you are promoted. So there's a lot of points up for grabs in the first season with Hamburg. You could end up winning the league and going up, which of course would be 5 and 5, 10 points. I tried to reduce the number of points just to make it easier for people to tally up, and we don't have extortionate scores. Let me know if you've got any issues with the point scoring, or you don't quite understand, and I can try and explain a little bit better in future episodes, or send you a little message. I don't mind. Now, what happens if you are sacked? It's happened to me plenty of times doing this challenge. Now, you've got 3 seasons. If you are sacked, you can start again, but you can only play the amount of seasons left that it would take to add up to 3. So, for example, if you are sacked in Season 1, you can start again, but you can only play 2 more seasons to make 3 seasons in total. So you pretty much lose all those points. If you get sacked in Season 2, you lose all your points, and you must start again. It's tough. If you get sacked in Season 3, you lose all your points, and you cannot start again. You'll be on 0. So basically don't get sacked is the aim of the game, and you do well to get sacked. Again, it has happened to me. It happens to the best of us. What can we do? What can we do? And of course, just try and get the highest score. I hope that is as clear as possible. Again, if you've got any questions or concerns about the rules, let me know. I can explain a little bit further. If there's something that you think is really obvious that needs adjusting, please let me know. But this is by no means perfect. This is just something that I started doing with a couple of friends, and we ended up streaming it when I was Twitch streaming, and it just became a little bit more popular. So I thought I'd bring it back. So please, input is always greatly received, and let's make this one of the most fun challenges on YouTube. Now, like I said, this is kind of like a secondary save. We're not going to be seeing as many games or as many episodes as you do with Halstead. It's very much going to be a case of when an episode comes out, we'll play a couple of games, and then I'll play a lot off camera and kind of bring you up to speed every 2-3 months, fill you on transfers, things like that. It could be as short as 3 or 4 episodes per season, really. It's just completely dependent on how much I play and how much I feel like recording. The main thing is just bringing you those sort of half termly updates and full season updates to keep you up to date with what my score is, essentially. And hopefully I can set the bar pretty high. Right, a little bit of history about the club. They've actually won plenty. They've got 6 Bundesliga titles to their name. They've got a Champions League to their name, a European Cup Winners' Cup. They've won the German Cup 3 times and the German League Cup once. Loads and loads of trophies to their name. A really good club. Certainly a team that I grew up knowing of them as a Bundesliga side. Now, unfortunately, they fell victim to relegation in the 2017-18 season, and since then they've struggled to try and make any progress in coming back up. 4th 3 seasons in a row. The last couple of seasons have been better for them. Hopefully, we can be the manager to take them back to the very top of the German league. It's gonna be difficult. As you can see, competitions wise, we've only got 2 competitions that we're actually in this season. We've got the Bundesliga 2, of course, and the German Cup. So in terms of points, if I just pull it up again, boom, points 2 for any other cup. We could potentially get a bonus 2 points, but let's be realistic. I very much doubt we're going to win the German Cup in our first season. Of course, we'll try our best. I think the goal for this season is going to be promotion. So let's have a look at how the team is looking. Now, the great thing about the 3-year challenge and the fact that we've disabled the first transfer window is that those of you who are going to be playing along on this save with me, we get to sort of compare and see how we line up our teams. Now, of course, feel free to copy my tactics. I don't mind. It's completely up to you. As we know, Football Manager is very random. We could have, excuse me, we could have 10 different people running the exact same tactic as me and have very different outcomes, which is why we love this game. And sometimes hate it. But this is what I've gone with. I've gone for a 4-3-3. I did an assessment of the team, and I noticed that they've got really good wingers, as well as a couple of good centre mids and a couple of decent defensive midfielders. So I thought this was probably going to be the best tactic to go for, at least this season, until we can start signing players that we want and moulding the team a little bit to our own play style. Now, the play style I'm kind of going for is just constant action. If we get the ball, I want us charging down the wings, whipping the ball into the box, trying to find the target forward, Glatzel, who is insane, by the way, really good player, and just constant pressure on the opposition goal. I think that's going to be the way forwards. We've got to be attacking if we want to try and win this league. Now, in terms of things like training, scouting, again, feel free to do what you want. If you want to leave it to your assistants, do that. If you want to take control of it yourself, absolutely fine. It's completely up to you how you want to play this. If you want to simulate all your games, go for it. Again, it's up to you how you want to play. If you want to play through every single game, do that also. As long as you're following the rules, the play style is completely up to you. Every manager's different. Everyone plays this game a little bit differently. So it's completely your choice. We're very flexible on that. We don't want to limit people too much. Now, the only kind of interesting development so far, we're going to play our first couple of league games in today's episode. But the first real development is Daniel Hua Fernandez, our goalkeeper, has stated that he wants to explore his options at the end of his contract. Absolutely fine. He's not great. He'll do a job for us this season, hopefully. But if I go to I guess squad depth, is this what we're looking at? I guess. Yeah, he's not great. We've got Marco Johansson, who's out on loan. I need to get a picture for him. He's out on loan. He could potentially come back and be a backup keeper. We've got Matteo Raab, who again he's not great. To be honest, we'll probably be looking at getting a keeper. I have got scouts out already, looking for a goalkeeper and a striker as well. I think we're a bit short on the ground when it comes to strikers. We've got Glatzel, who is awesome, really, really good player, and we've got Andres Nemeth. There's also a youngster that I'm looking to try and bring through a little bit. Where is he? Show you him. Tom San. Looks like quite an exciting young player. Really good technical ability. 14 finishing, 14 dribbling. His composure could do with a little bit of work, but that could just be an age thing. Yeah, we'll definitely see him at points this season. Pre-season was pretty short. As you can see, we played Union Berlin and we played against Bayern Munich. Now, Union Berlin, we beat 2-1, and I thought nothing of it. We beat Bayern Munich 2-0. Now, I don't know if that's an omen. They were playing a full-strength team. They had Harry Kane, they had Goretzka, they had everyone playing, and we beat them 2-0. And of course, it was Robert Glatzel to score both goals. He, I think, is going to be one of the most important players for us this season. Now, today's episode, we've got 2 games, like I said. We play against Hanover, and then we will go and play Vehen Wiesbaden. Why did I do the accent? No need. This is the team that we're going for in our first league game. We've got Fernandez in goal. Van der Bremt, we had to go and get ourselves a picture for him. He starts at right back for us. Ramos, Schonlau, Muheim, Meffert, Rice, Benez, Jatta, Jean-Luc Dompe, and Glatzel start up top. Some very exciting players. These wingers look awesome, by the way. Just look at this guy, 27 years of age. French. Where's he been playing? He's been all around. Bit of France, bit of Belgium, and now he's settled here in Germany. 1.2 million he cost. 3 goals last year for the club. Hopefully a few more this year. Here we go. First game of the season. Oh, it doesn't show player faces on this screen. I like this. I like the German League overlay. It does look cool. It's a shame they don't put faces on that bit there. But here we go. Can we start off with a win? I need to change this, don't I? Key highlights. We're gonna go. What do I do? I do 1 tick between highlights and text only. We're gonna go faster during highlights. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. Go TV. Music. I think that's what my settings usually are, but I guess we'll find out. First highlight of the game: Jean-Luc Dompe whips one into the box. It's out to Rice. Rice gets to the byline, forced back to Ramos. Ramos digs out a pass, and eventually it's cleared away by the Hanover side, and they can break away on the counter attack. But they're giving the ball straight to Meffert. It goes to Schonlau. I apologise in advance. I'm going to be butchering so many names in this series. It's unreal. I will try my best though. As Gui Ramos finds Benez. Benez to Muheim. I'm not saying that right. Here's Dompe. I think I'm saying that right. Dompe, ball into the box. Jatta's there. It's cleared away. Rice, Muheim into the box again. Gets to the byline and Glatzel, of course. Robert Glatzel, the man of the moment. I said at the beginning of the episode that he could be one of the most important players for us this year, and he started off 7 minutes into the league with a goal to his name. We've got ourselves another highlight as the ball goes into the box. Oh, keeper's floundering. And eventually it's cleared. Another corner, Muheim to take. He whips it in towards the back post. And the header, I think from Ramos that was, goes over the bar and out. Hanover 96, also another team that I believe were in the Bundesliga for quite a few years. Certainly when I was growing up, I think. We'll have to double check that. Another highlight though, 16 minutes in. This is looking good for us. Good pressure. We've had a very good start to this game. Ramos to Bremt. All over the top. Jatta's made the running behind. Glatzel's there. Oh, it's behind. Has he missed it? I thought the keeper saved it. He's missed it somehow. Maybe the first chance for Hanover as they have a free kick. It's some way out though. Good 35 yards, I'd say. They play it short to Ernst. Oh, and a very, very good chance for them to get a goal back. One from the training ground, that looked like. Tell you what, it's a bit odd to see 55,000 people in my stadium. I'm used to about 200 a week with Halstead. And there's Halstenberg. And wonder if he fancies a move to Halstead. Here's Maroya. Ball into the box. Oh, it's a good save from Fernandez. And it looks like Van der Bremt can sweep that up without any issues. Another highlight. Corner for us. Ball into the back post. Oh, it's a goal. I couldn't get my words out. And Robert Glatzel has made it 2-0. Not quite sure how that happened. We'll get another chance to see it here. Just looked like a scramble. Every time the ball goes in, Hanover is struggling to deal with it. Muheim gets it to the back post towards Glatzel. It's headed away initially. Dompe plays it back in and Glatzel jumps back up and says thank you very much. 2-0. Not bad. I did go through my set pieces. I should probably do this on the Halstead save. I've actually sorted out my set pieces for this team. We've got corners as in-swingers to the back post, I believe. In-swingers to the back post. We've got our free kick set up, our takers. I've set up throw-ins as well, so we're always going to be looking to play down the line. And when we're in the final third, looking to launch that ball into the box. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it has much of an impact. Speaking of impact, that goal had an impact on their mentality because they nearly score straight from kickoff. 5 minutes until half time. A really good XG from us in the first half, but you'd maybe argue that we should have scored more than 2. Right, it is half time. The lads were delighted with that team talk. It's been a good introduction to them from me as a manager. And we start the second half. Do we have any news from around the grounds? Nothing really of note. I don't even know who the teams are to look out for. Obviously, Hertha Berlin, I imagine, will be up there coming the end of the season. Kind of a familiar name. But anyway, we've got our first highlight of the second half. And it looks like it's falling to them. Little bit of sloppy control in the middle, but they have found a ball out wide for Maroya. He goes back to his right back, Newman. And it's a good interception by us. But we are unable to get that second ball. And this time Jutta intercepts again, but loses out to Halstenberg. Oh, some very, very sloppy play from both sides. Hanover not keeping the ball particularly well. And whenever we win it, we end up losing it straight away. Oh, that's a nice direct pass for Hanover. Cone. Good tackle. It's a free kick. Oh, no. How is that a free kick? There's no way that's a red. That's never a red card. He got the ball. Oh, well, we're off to a great start. A red card in our first game. And that's our right back. Out of here. What do I do now? Do I take off? I think I take off Rice and bring on Heyer. And play him in right back, and we'll play Meffert in the middle with Benez, and we'll drop him onto support rather than attack. I'm hoping this doesn't make too much of a difference. Sometimes it's harder to play against 10 men than 11 because they just shut up shop. Now, we're not exactly shutting the door because I feel like one more goal would seal it at the moment. I just feel this is a dangerous scoreline. 20 minutes left. No highlights or any further highlights. And it's looking okay. I'm actually going to bring on Nemeth for Glatzel. Can he play target forward? He can. I'm going to have him as an advance forward. I'm also going to bring off... I think Jatta is looking quite tired. So we'll bring on... Konigsdorfer. I think I've nailed that. Königsdorfer. That'll do for now. Let's see if they can help us hang on to this. Do we go cautious? I think we will. We'll go cautious. We're going to waste time just a little bit. And just over 10 minutes left to play. I hope we hang on to this. Big kick for us. Dompe dumps it into the box. Cleared away by Tuchel. I don't know if that pun worked. I went for it anyway. Muheim to Heyer. Meffert. Back to Ramos. Ramos to Heyer. Heyer to Königsdorfer. He tries to get a ball in. Meffert squares it for Benez. Benez shoots. Oh, I tell you what, that would have been some goal. He was a good 25-30 yards out. And it's an absolute daisy cutter towards that far post. And the keeper did well to tip it behind. Dompe with a follow-up corner. Occasionally you see a goal from this. Ramos is at the back post. Cleared away though. And I think that highlight will come to an end. Shall we make one more sub? I think we should. Let's take off. Oof. Take off. I think we'll bring on Kron with Benez. Again, just to see things out. Oh, I've still got a few subs left. Hey, how many subs have I got left? 1, 2, 3. Have I still got another sub left? In that case, we'll also bring off Schonlau and bring on Ambrosius. I think that's me done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. And there's 2 minutes on the clock, plus stoppages. That's a very quick free kick that they just took. And we might be able to counter here. Kran's picked up the ball, fresh off the bench. Elijah Kran races forwards. Can he get a ball into the box? He can. No one's there. And now they're countering with Schaub. And he just runs straight through the middle. That would have been really frustrating to concede. He just ran right through the middle of the pitch and nobody thought to tackle him. 5 minutes of stoppage time as well. A little bit nervous. Schaub. Ball into the box. Cleared away by Heyer. And the highlight comes to an end. Come on, boys. Surely. It's looking very, very unlikely that Hanover are going to get anything from this game now. And there it is. The final whistle. And we start off the 3-year challenge with a big 3 points. And as you can see there, 3 points on the board puts us third in the league to start things off. And as you can see here, I got that right. I was so frightened. I was going to go here. We have our points total. 3 points on the board. Now, again, it's up to you. If you want to keep a running tally, by all means do. Some people like to score themselves retrospectively. Once they get to the end of the season, they just go back and count up, manager awards, cup wins, and so on and so forth. So it's up to you how you want to score it. I'm going to be trying to keep my tally going whenever I record a video. Yeah, completely your choice. Now, before we end today's episode, I know I said I was going to play 2 games. It's quite a long episode already. We're going to keep it just to the one. The next episode is likely going to be around the November games. I'm not sure which ones yet, but it will be 1 or 2 of the November games, along with a massive update on how we've done up until that point. I'm thinking, again, because this is like a kind of like a mini series, it's not our primary series. I'm thinking we'll probably do an update here in November. We'll probably do an update at the end of January, sort of beginning of Feb, and catch up on any January transfers that have happened. And then it'll probably, I'm trying to think here, it'll probably be an episode maybe sort of end of April, and then maybe an episode if we are to try and try and win the league or something. It'll be about 4 or 5 episodes per season, so a lot less than the Housestead save. And yeah, so I hope you're excited for the challenge. I'm very excited to get this started again. I love it. It's a really fun way to play Football Manager. And please let me know if you are doing this challenge. Drop your score in the comments. Let us know and share your tactics, your lineup, any transfer plans that you've got. It's going to be really interesting to see if other people are doing this, what direction to take it. Yeah, if you have enjoyed the episode and you're very excited for a new series on the channel, please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.